I see on that nigga at the moment. High chest splash got me moving in slow motion. I'm alive. I'm alive. Don't worry, Dame. It'll all be worth it when you hit a mill. I promise, bro. I promise. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Sorry I missed you last week. My coworker thinks it's a great idea to be this close to somebody when they got the sniffles.
Hey,
yeah,
man,
I get it, bro.
doing,
But
bro?
could you back up a little bit? Yo,
sick.
could you back? Yo, bro.
Really gonna be
What the
acting
fuck,
like that,
man?
bro? It's
Don't be
just a
touching me
sniffle.
like that
Bro,
shit, man.
it's
I'm
just
not
a
catching no
sniffle,
fucking
bro.
measles
Calm
again,
down,
bro. Get the fuck
come
out of
on,
here,
man.
bro.
What are you doing?
But anyways, with all that bullshit out the way, I'm finally back to finish what I started, my monumental underground rap tier list. And worry not for anybody who cares about the quality. The only thing that's different between these two videos are the date they came out. Even though doing an edit on every single artist on the list probably took years off of my life, I'm still doing it because I'm a man of my word. For those of you that haven't seen part 1 yet, what the fuck are you doing? You think I like slaving away for free, bro? Go watch that shit now, like fucking now, right now. But if you aren't inclined to do that, or you're just in need of a refresher, here's what we got so far. Yeah, I know it's pretty terrible, but it's also my opinion. So if you got a problem with it, then fuck you. But without further ado, we got 11 more artists on this list, and I'm trying to actually enjoy my weekend. So let's get this shit out the way. Here goes part 2 of the underground rap tier list. You know, in my first video, I talked a lot about how I didn't like those rappers that sing on their beats. You know what I'm talking about? Like the ones that go... Like that bullshit was whack to me. But Lil Shine is an example of that style of music done right. And at first I was like, what's the difference? Why do I think that? Like, what makes them different? They're both singing on some dope ass beats, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it took me a while to sit there and actually come up with a reason why, and I think I finally got it now. You see, unlike the artists that I previously discussed, Lil Shine actually knows how to use his voice, and he uses it real well. Now I don't know if it's the vocal presets or the fact that they're not trying to wake up their mom while they sing, but Ohsxnta and 1AM sing super low and their voice is always behind the beat. Lil Shine, however, knows that his voice needs to be at the front and center of these ethereal ass beats. If Lil Shine's beats are like a dreamy galaxy from far away, then Lil Shine's voice is the rocket ship guiding you through it with elegance and class. I haven't tapped into much of him, but I know I will, so I'm gonna put him in the hella bangers category for now. What do you mean did I change my shirt? I didn't fucking change it. You know, when I saw this kid's name on the list, it was kind of like hearing the name of an unsung hero who you haven't heard of in 25 years. And then when you finally do your research on them, you kind of understand why. This kid was dropping some fire ass music back when TikTok was in its infancy. And now?
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the...
I'ma just throw it out there, bro. Hannah nowadays does not hit the way he did back then, bro. You know, I'll give it to him. He is trying a lot of new things, but it just sounds like ass. So I'm unfortunately gonna have to put this kid in the trash tier. I'm sorry, I just didn't fuck with it. I'm not gonna lie, I had to turn this bullshit off halfway through the second song, bro. He's the most generic sounding artist on this list, and that's worse than being ass, bro. At least artists like Nettspend and holottacheese can be summed up in funny type of ways. But when you're just generic, I can't work with that, bro. It just sounds like he's trying to hop a trend instead of finding his own sound, you know what I'm saying? Fortunately for him though, his beats were kinda good, so I can put him in trash instead of threat to society.
My agent shoot when I say shoot.
For some reason, when I first listened to him 2 weeks ago, I had this written down for him. And I honestly have no idea why, because I low-key fuck with him. Maybe I was just super tired, or I was burnt out from listening to too much 1AM and Ohsxnta. Yes, 3 songs is too much, but I liked Xtsy when I was listening to him again preparing for part 2. I don't have much to say about his sound or anything, because it is a little bit generic, but I still fuck with it, so I'm gonna put it in the decent category. Versatile, great beat selection, and a little bit crazy. Jaydes really had everything you need to be a great artist in any era of history. And unfortunately for him, he pissed it all away. Or shit it all if you believe the rumors. There's a lot you could say about the fucked up shit that Jaydes did. Trust me, I've read all of it. But there's also so much you can say about his wonderful hits, bro. Poison, South, that album with the hearts on it. This man was packing pause when it came to his albums and tracks, man. Jaydes used to make some of the greatest plug-and-B songs of all time, and he wasn't afraid to step out of his comfort zone and make regular rap or regular R&B tracks. This man made genuine heat, but before he mysteriously disappeared on us, he released this piece of shit. And with this album alone, I would have put him in trash tier. But then he did some fucked up shit to a 17-year-old who wasn't giving him no punani, so I'm gonna have to put him in threat to society, man.
They said they gon' get you, but they gon' get you.
Izaya Tiji was another artist where my opinion changed after listening to him a second time. When I first listened to Izaya Tiji, I was ready to put him in the same category where 1AM and Ohsxnta were, because honestly, they sounded pretty interchangeable to me, you know? But as I'm doing a little bit more research to fine-tune my script for part 2, I hear this. I mean, are you actually fucking hearing this shit? This shit is fucking garbage, bro. I mean, at least he's not as bad as holottacheese, but they're all in the threat to society tier, so don't listen to any of them, man. Great beat selection, versatile flow, and doesn't text little kids. Summrs is everything that Autumn wishes he was. I don't got too much to say about him, but I do think he's pretty good, so I'm gonna put him in a decent category. Now, although I do appreciate this guy for putting Brenan Jones on my radar, Skeletrix sounds like Rich Amiri trying to rap while having an aneurysm, bruh. He's got some hits for sure, like Fun. That song was pretty fun. He's different, I'll give him that. But I'm just afraid that if him and Lord Len ever hook up, they might have the chance to birth the mighty Alduin, bro. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just getting old, and one day you guys will see me ranting about how I miss the days when Brockhampton and Tyler the Creator were finally getting the spotlight. Or maybe Skeletrix is just fucking ass, bro. I'm putting him in the trash tier, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know how to put my love for this man into words, bruh. 2Hollis is genuinely goated, bro. He's tied up with Che right now as my #1 favorite rapper in the underground. But that's not even a fair comparison because I don't really consider 2Hollis as a rapper. He mixes rap and electronic dance to make some shit you've never even heard before. No matter if he's singing, rapping, or just letting the beat play for itself, 2Hollis knows how to ride it.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
And keep you moving along with him. The closest person I can compare him to is like Charlie XCX, but at least he's not fucking British. And to be honest, that's not even a good comparison because I think 2Hollis is leagues above Charlie XCX. No matter what genre 2Hollis tries to attack in his experimental catalog, he always hits the mark masterfully with a bit of distortion and energy that only he can bring to the table. And that's why 2Hollis is going right on top in the Saving the Rap Game tier list. You know, I grew up in an era where G Herbo and Blueface were blowing up, fucking battling the beat like it was a Tekken match. But Glock 40 has some of the worst flows I've ever heard in my life. Is this motherfucker even listening to the beat, or is he just fucking speaking, bro? You know, he shares a lot of similarities with my favorite artist of all time, Lord Len. But unlike her, this man can't catch a beat to save his life, bro. Lord Len should link up with Glock because at least Glock will get some of the knowledge Lord Len carries. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put this guy in trash tier until he links up with her, bro. Now, a lot of you guys are probably asking, who the fuck is 454? And that's exactly why he's on this motherfucking list, bro. I mean, how much more underground can you get than getting suggested to an artist from a YouTuber with only 700 subscribers? And I'm not just doing this because he's my friend or anything. Don't get me wrong. He's way more popular than I am. But this man makes genuine art, and he has never been given his flowers yet. Every time this guy drops a project, it's a contender for Rap Album of the Year. And that's exactly why I don't understand why he's not bigger in the underground. I think think the only reason why he's not too popular in the underground is because he already got his big break, and it was from Frank Ocean. Now, I'm not saying Frank Ocean is bad or anything. I love Crying in Nights and fucking Ivy. Those are some good ass songs. But what I'm saying is that Frank Ocean fans might not really be looking for what 454 is doing. You know what I'm saying? With this versatility, great beats, and great energy, I'm gonna have to put him on Savior of the rap game. At this point, bro, if you don't check him out, then that's a hate crime towards me, bro. And you don't want that to happen. You don't want me sneaking in your bedroom at night and tickling your toes, do you, bro? And with that, guys, we finally wrapped it up. The ultimate underground rap tier list. I honestly have more fun writing and recording this second part, to be honest with you. I felt like I can construct my thoughts in a more clear way than I did last time, because I felt like last time I was just speed running through it. As you guys know, I'm still getting used to this content creator stuff, so there's gonna be mishaps and faults. My bad. If I learned one thing from this whole experience, it's that long projects like this cannot and should not be rushed. If I really like something, then I gotta take my time with it instead of just trying to rush it out for my weekly schedule. But enough of this consistent schedule bullshit. You guys are just gonna watch this video and click off anyways. So here's our final tier list for anyone that didn't get mad looking at it the last few times. Yes, I genuinely believe that Lord Len is better than Nettspend, okay? Stop asking me. And with everything else wrapped up in this video, guys, I hope you enjoyed my ranking. If not, leave a comment down below. And if you do agree with my rankings, then be prepared to defend me with your fucking lives. My name's Dame, and I'm not listening to a single new artist for at least a year.
And remember, if it's not Dame, it's Lame.
I just got your bitch wiped down. I just spent your check up on that.